Butler Enterprises is a multi-dimensional conglomerate business. I have 5 different divisions underneath my brand. They range in everything from construction, HVAC, plumbing, event planning. I have project management, property management. I also have my ability to also do contracts. So my government and contracting bidding. I started my business by myself, officially the Butler Enterprises. It became a business in 2009, November 2009 to be exact. However, I have been in business for other people for over 20 years. I started the Butler Enterprises predominantly because I got tired of working for corporate America, truthfully. I was in a predicament in corporate America where my company itself was not downsizing. However, people around me, they were being reevaluated and moved around. I was then being given additional workloads. I was working additional hours, 60 to 80 hours a week. And I found that I wanted to be in business for myself, and I knew that I could do it. My clients are the government, the city, married couples, single people, people who are looking for homes, people who are tired of renting. I also have, my customers are also people who like to entertain. So therefore, if they're wanting frozen drink machine rentals, if they're wanting a venue location. So my customers, honestly, are you. I find new business by marketing, just like everybody else do. I also, it depends on which entity I'm speaking of. So if on my governmental bids, I am marketed with the United States government. I have a hub license, as well as I am a minority woman-owned business. So I have to be listed in their database, and the city government, county government, and the judicial government, they can all find me by that database. If it's my event planning business, I have my website, I have different entities of networking brands that I actually belong to, and I also have an advertising and marketing budget. 25% goes to advertising and putting my brand out there. I see the Butler Enterprises as far as the event planning side. That is the part that I'm looking for growth and prosperity in. That is the part that I'm pushing to grow. That is also the part of my division that I'm looking to increase by 40% in the next 3 years in profit. That is the industry that I actually began my business in, that ironically has been the one that has stayed stagnant. I have had growth in my other areas as far as governmental bids, frozen drink machine rental, and property management. However, I'm now looking for those same level of growth, 40% in the next 3 years in the event planning side. The strategies that I use to market myself, Cass Butler the brand, ironically, that name itself is branded. Yes, the Butler Enterprises is the name of my company, but Cass Butler, my actual name, that is also a website. I branded myself. I have a trademark as far as my own taking care of business and act like a lady, think like a boss. That is also a trademark. Use that, you need to pay me. Those are things that I use as far as Cass Butler. So I have branded myself. I have separated the fact that the Butler Enterprises is my area of business, but Cass Butler, the CEO, that's also a brand as well. Who are some of my competitors? Are no one, to be honest. There are not that many people that I can think of that not only are they an African-American woman-owned, they're 41 years old, they also are married and have children, but they also have not one business, but 5 prosperous businesses. I have continued over the last 5 years since I've been in business for myself to see a profit in all 5 divisions. I have currently, at this particular time, on governmental bids, I have also bidded in excess of over $2 million in governmental bids that I've also been awarded. So I don't have any competitors. I'm in the league of my own. I look up to, definitely, I know everyone says this, but I do look up to Oprah Winfrey, but not because of the fact of who she is. I look up to Oprah Winfrey because of her branding. My ultimate person that I look up to is Tyler Perry. The reason that I look up to him is because I learned by watching him. It doesn't matter what he does, what his hands are involved in, you always see Tyler Perry. It doesn't matter what I host, an individual event, my own event, it always has my trademark name in it. It will always say the Butler Enterprises presents. I market and I brand. So Tyler Perry is who I predominantly look up to as far as marketing. I look up to Oprah Winfrey as far as business. As a business owner, I have faced many challenges. I am a woman, I'm a wife, and I'm a mother. Those are my calls of duty. That's what I've been gifted to do. I do not let those entities get looked at by the wayside as far as being a business owner. I'm like anybody else out there. It is very hard juggling, taking care of a home, taking care of a husband, taking care of kids, going to the doctor's office, cleaning the house, going to the laundry, get the car clean. If you notice, I haven't even started talking about business yet. So in the course of that 8 hours, just like you do, I have to sit there and figure out how I'm going to do all that. As I once said, I left a 9 to 5 to go work a 24/7. And that's what you do as a business owner. I overcome challenging customers by staying calm. That is very hard. I have to also realize that I'm approachable. As a CEO of my own company that is approachable, meaning that they can pick up the phone and call me, they can personally email me, you get presented with a lot more challenging customers than a traditional CEO of a Forbes industry company. And it's because I can't call them. So number one, I have to sit there and just remain calm. Listen to their frustration, sometimes their silly complaint, and laugh. And come back at them on a more logical essence of what it is that's really frustrating them. And realize also, this is my company. I do not have to seek their approval. You know how you can show me that you don't agree with my level of business? Is you don't provide me any services or your money. And that took a lot for me to understand. I used to chase customers, and now I realize I don't have to do that. One of my greatest moments has been honestly to receive my Hub certification. I was told that that is one of the hardest processes to actually get to to achieve. Most people, it takes them 3 and 4 times to even be able to fill out the paperwork to get Hub certified. And a Hub certificate is a historically underutilized business. Most people know it as that 30% rule. And you hear people say that if a bid is out or governmental bid, that they have to at least have one of those bid be from a minority business owner. If you've ever heard that, that's what a Hub is. I achieved that Hub certificate, and I did it on the first time and received my certificate over 4 years ago. That opened up another vast area of opportunities. It opened up a whole array of industries that I didn't even know were available as far as branding. Most people do not even realize that when it comes to governmental bids that they have to allocate every single dollar, penny, cent. They cannot just go to Costco's and go pick up a roll of toilet paper. Realistically, they actually have to have a bid for that. And there is a bid for the fact of who will purchase toilet paper items. And that's someone's job. And I get those bids. So that has been my wonderful achievement, is becoming a Hub. My advice that I would offer to others is to, number one, have a real business plan. I think as African American business owners, the number one thing that we fail at is that we only plan on plan A. We forget that B, C, D, E, and F will more than likely have to occur. You'll probably have to tear those up, start all over, and come back over to a whole nother A all over again. We don't have a realistic business plan. Second thing that I would have for advice for others would be to have your own financial money. You cannot advertise, you cannot buy business cards, you cannot go get a stationery, you cannot get a telephone line if you don't have funds. The funding is the key to not being in debt. So therefore, when you start to go get these items and these dreams that we have, we don't know how to finance them. So have your business plan, have some realistic capital gains, real money, not the paycheck, real money that you can put forward towards your business. A lot of times I would tell people realistically, I'm talking in excess of $10,000, $15,000 that you need to have available and ready to start your business. You can find out more about my business in numerous locations. Once again, www.thebutlerenterprises.com, also www.castbutler.com. I'm on Facebook, myself personally, The Butler Enterprises. We're also on Twitter, we're on LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, you name it, we're out there. You can find out a lot about The Butler Enterprises. Taking care of business is what I do. I'm more than a name, I'm an enterprise.